Some sort I guess we can sit eyes to the movie. Deep sails with some in the seat I've been living in. We're involved. We can sit eyes with the board.
The other two cheated, and quite 40 years younger, as he walked to the door, machinery around him. And beyond that, a derelict railway stretching down the mountainside of Zihyun. Mustang, side storm grid. Peter just reached. His hand, of course, went right through them. Two large beers cooled in liquid air. Seeing one of those gadgets in action, and the icebox always guest, about 1/4 Negro. Her features are rich texture of her skin. By the way she accented the always, already half-packed with a representative. Yes, perhaps it was better this way after all, replied George, who had no great sympathy for the last Mrs. Boyce. She's...
Well, good afternoon. The window frame is drying up pretty good, but it's been just really cruddy out. We got a little bit of sunshine right now, so I'm profiting of it to record a little bit. I want to talk to you guys about the sponsor of today's episode. Alright, so Yord, the sponsor of this episode, makes these fantastic wooden watches. Now, I am just blown away by this. I've seen a lot of wooden stuff pop up on startups and GoFundMes and Kickstarters and all kinds of stuff like that. I've never yet laid hands on one, so I can't compare it to other wooden products, but I gotta say, this is really premium. I got one of the cheapest watches they make. I think I got the cheapest watch they make, and I really, really like it. I actually asked for this one just because I really like how subtle it is. But what they want to do is a little giveaway on my channel, and this is just for my channel, which is really cool. So if you enter the link, I'll put it in the description. At least 25 of you have to enter, and then once you do, a winner will be chosen, and you get $139 off. That'll pretty much get you one of these ones. I think they're only like another 20 bucks for the base model ones. And honestly, even the base model ones are just really nice. You should check out their whole catalog. It's down in the description. But man, I am just so happy with this. It's a little bit fancy for me to be carrying around a watch on the boat, and so most of the time it spends it in its case. I only take it out if I'm headed in for a date night with Melly or something like that. But check out this case. It smells amazing. The case is like, this is where some of that money's going, definitely. It's really nice wood. It's got a cherry wood kind of finish to it, and magnetic lids and magnetic drawer to hide up all of your little tools that come with it. It also comes with a couple of spare pieces. I did my measurements a little wrong, so I had to add a couple, which was really nice of them to add. So yeah, it fits like a glove now. We got some preservative for the wood, because it is actual wood. I mean, the finish is incredibly clean, but I'm guessing over time, and if I actually wore this every single day, it would definitely need a little bit of preserving from time to time. So you got a stick of that. You got the microfiber cloth, and then a thicker cloth for the whole thing on a whole, which is nice because my environment's a little dirty, so it's nice to have the ways to clean it. Anyways, check it out. Link in the description, guys. To be honest, I'm just a little greedy, and this was so cool, and when they came and reached out to me, I was like, hell yeah, I want this in my life. This is so rad. So I know you guys don't come to me for fashion or anything, and I'm definitely no judge of that, but I will say I really like this watch. The fit and finish is fantastic, and I'll be wearing it for years to come. So thank you so much, Yord, for sponsoring this episode, and link in the description, 25 entries, $139 off your watch. Yeah, check it out, guys. I think you're gonna really like it. It's really, I mean, Christmas is just around the corner, so. Anyways, guys, the deadline is November 11th. It's coming up really soon, so fill out some info really quickly. My channel's pretty small, so you run a good chance of winning. So just get in there, fill it out, and that's all I have to say about that. Thank you so much, Yord, for sponsoring this episode. Let's get back to work. I want to show you what I've been doing on the batteries. They have, of course, needed a good cleaning. Salt water has wreaked a little bit of damage in some of the cells, with some pocking and some damage on the outside. But luckily the cells themselves are actually pretty sealed. So I am really surprised by how much nominal voltage I've been finding. Let me show you all the dead batteries we've found so far. Alright, well some of these batteries I had to take out with a damn chisel. Not very pretty. They're leaking a little bit. You see that? No bueno. That's very, very bad. But here's the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it so far. Those are just ones that aren't running a nominal voltage. We still are running tests. Let me show you how I'm doing that. Alright, so this is my LiPro balance charger. This is just a cheap B6 IMAX one. And I'm running it right now on one of these cells, just doing a test. This is taking absolutely ages to do. Basically, I'm just charging the whole thing right up, doing a discharge cycle, and then charging it back up again, seeing the performance, seeing the capacity. I think I've done maybe 20 cells so far. Basically, I wake up in the middle of the night and I'll switch them over and just... Anyways, this is taking ages. I do want to get a 12-cell battery charger, like one of these, but this one only does 6 cell. I'm also looking at potentially just building myself a little harness that allows me to split my cells up into 2 6 cells, just for this kind of charger relay. So something that plugs into my serial ports that I already have set up here. Well, I'm gonna have to set up a few more of them, but anyway, then I'll be able to use this charger, or I'll just buy the more expensive 12 cell because it does it faster too. So faster would be better, plus the fact that I could do 12 batteries at once would be nice. Right now I'm just doing one at a time. I'm doing the ones that have fallen out of the battery banks. When I say falling out, I mean I've taken a chisel to my battery banks, so there are some that pop out easier than others. But yeah, if you have a natural fear of lithium batteries, and totally understandable by the way, I've worked a lot with lithium polymer batteries in the past. I've worked a bit with these 18650s here, but these are NMCs, and as you can see, they'll take a lot of damage. I mean, this one I just beat the ever-living snot out of. There's cracks in it, it's leaking fluid. Hasn't even puffed out, nothing. So I'm really happy with the stability of these batteries, and I'm really happy that they managed to survive, like any of them have managed to survive being dunked in the ocean. So I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with my purchase. I do wish I didn't dunk it in the ocean though, because all my BMSs are fried, and I've had to make a new order of BMSs from China. This time I got waterproof ones, and their only job is just monitoring, you know, while I'm using them, while I'm just charging and charging. But I still want to get the full charger on these batteries like once a month with that little serial port connection, and be able to just like maintain the battery, do the full complete charge, and make sure everything's good. But that is all in the future. For now, I am just going to continue working on these batteries. Alright, pretty good work today. Out of the 7 batteries that hit the ocean, we've dismantled 5 of them already. Okay, so we got 3 here that we haven't put together. They're missing dead cells and a few cells that fell out while I was taking it apart. And I used some of those cells to put these 2 back together. So they're duct taped together right now because I used some epoxy in there, which is starting to set up pretty good. So yeah, all in all, we're running on 1 battery right now, which still has to be tested. We got 2 over here that have been partially tested and not totally run through yet. And we got 3 that have been dismantled. And I think there's still 2 more on the chopping block that haven't been dismantled yet. But we're getting close, guys. We're getting close to getting these batteries back in. I'm just waiting on the BMS order before I get to wire them up completely and attach them all to the battery bank. One of my other problems was the housings that I've used on top of them. Not really salvageable, some of them. And that and the wiring harnesses have to be completely remade because, yeah, there's a little bit of salt in there. Once there's a little bit of salt in there, then, well, your pooch is royally screwed. So it's time to make some fresh one of those. It's just gonna take a long, long time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last one. Last X. Boom, in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is pretty much one half of one of these batteries. These are 24 cells. And because I hear all the time about how dangerous these lithium batteries are, and I believe you guys, I believe you so much. I've worked with lithium polymer before, doing quadcopters. I have blown stuff up before, okay? I know they can be dangerous, but these ones, I'm so surprised at how stable this chemistry is. So we're gonna try to blow one up. And then we're gonna try and cut one in half and show you guys what's inside. So let's do that. Okay. Since I'd rather not blow up something on my boat. We're taking it to shore where we have a nice 12 volt source. And these cells are designed to take up to 4.2 volts. That's all lithium ion batteries, take 4.2 volts max, 3 volts minimum, but like 3.3 is probably smarter, 3.2. And yeah, we're gonna see about overcharging them. This is exactly how they blew up the Note 7, was overcharging lithium batteries. Those have lithium polymer. These are NMC, so let's see if we can't do some damage. Alright, we got our workspace, we got our sacrificial battery, we got a source of about 13.5 volts and a decent amount of amperage. We got some jumper cables to give it loads of juice, way over amperage, and we're going to see if we can't make this thing blow up. Alright. Ready? Steady? Nothing. Well, that's boring. Getting warm? A little bit. Wow, alright, well, that was definitely like 100 amps. And we got nothing out of this thing. Absolutely nothing. It's not even puffing out. Alright, I don't really want to leave it on any longer because poor truck is out of battery already. I can hear her struggling. Well, I guess I'll leave her on for a little bit to charge up. But let's cut one of these in half and see what's inside of it. Alright, well, the battery, I mean, it's kind of, it's like a little bit warmer than this one, which is cold still. But the cables, man, the cables were like hot. And those are like 8 or, 6 or 8 gauge cables. Like, that's a lot of amperage to warm that thing up. It'd be probably at least 100 amps. So, I don't know. NMC for the wind. Still hasn't blown up. But let's cut one in half and see if it'll blow up then. Alright, so if this blows up, it's gonna go right up my crotch. Perfect. Gonna blow up? Come on!
We can sit isolated. Deep bed with some rain.
What the hell?
Where it was.
No, not recycle. I cut this thing right now. Quit pansying out.
We can sit isolated with the 40.
Alright, there you go. Boom, boom.
Lithium. Looks like rubber.
Well, I hope that was fun for you guys. Super anticlimactic for me. I'll give you a closer look. Sludgy, browny, looks like a hockey puck. Probably so stable it could be used as a hockey puck. Now, it's important I stress that you dispose of your lithium batteries in a responsible manner and do other things in a responsible manner. Don't do what I do, just do what I say, okay? Listen, I think they're only gonna give me half the core charge on this one down at the recycling depot, but I'm still gonna go recycle it, and that's important. Recycle your batteries. All right, I can hear the keyboard warriors going crazy already, and I do want to stress, I'm not an expert, first of all. Secondly, as well as not being an expert, I do have a little bit of experience with lithium batteries. And I gotta say, of all the batteries I've used in the past, lithium polymer, yes, I have blown some up. That does happen, but it's very, very infrequent. It's nowhere near as frequent as people seem to make a big deal of. Also, you seem to be neglecting the fact that you guys all keep lithium polymer batteries right next to your crotch. If you've got wireless earbuds, you literally put them next to your brain. Okay, that's an explosive you're putting next to your brain. Look, I appreciate that, yes, they can be dangerous. And I appreciate that, yes, you should treat them with some respect and you should be careful with them. But I also appreciate that tech guys like to overdo it on their batteries. They like to over-discharge, over-recharge their batteries, just so they can pretend they have a higher milliamp rating on their cell phones. And then you go and put that next to your pocket. You carry around with you every day. You put it in your bed with you. So, yes, it does happen. But please understand, there is such a thing as too much hype. And this whole lithium thing, the whole lithium batteries, and everyone giving me heck about powering my boat by lithium because it's going to explode. There have been a lot less lithium battery explosions than there have been diesel and gas explosions. That stuff burns. I don't care who tells you what else. And if you've got canisters and canisters full of it on your boat, well, it's going to burn there too. You know, you're running a risk there too. Okay, so if you want to have fun in this world, there's going to be some risks, and that's all I can tell you. Yes, recycle your batteries, treat them with respect. Don't blow your arms off, okay? Get back to work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's enough for me. I've got to pry these ones apart. I got to find a way of prying them apart without damaging them because I do want to keep these cells. These are my donor battery, and I've got 3 battery packs made, 2 of them glued but not made yet, and then 3 more that need the cells glued into them. And then I need to find myself a charge controller that can get all that juice in, and we need, what else? Yeah, just a lot more work. But we're getting there, and I'm excited to see this battery pack giving me some life and some love for at least a little while on. And because I'm doing everything on 12 cell, I'll be able to get more lithium battery packs down the road and hook them up in parallel and have this whole system with a couple of checks and balances. But yeah, I'm excited to continue working with the lithium stuff, and I'm excited to have these batteries that are just really robust. And yes, big thank you to Yord for sponsoring today's episode. Super nice watch, probably a bit too nice for me, but look at this thing. I am just so freaking tickled pink. Look at that. It's been really awesome. I've actually had it for quite a while now, and I haven't managed to wreck it yet, so yeah. It's kind of a testament to maybe how well it's made, or maybe how much reserve I've been showing and not wearing it every single day, but wearing it only when I want to feel fancy, because they're nice. It's too nice for me. Thank you, Yord, for sponsoring today's episode. Reminder, guys, link is in the description, so please check them out. And yeah, we'll pick this show up again tomorrow, and we'll get some more of the ceiling of the boat up because it is not very warm in here. I would like it to be a little bit warmer. Thanks. Good night.